Welcome back once again to another analysis replay. This time, Athena solo lane, something that we don't see as much of, but it is viable. His KDA is 4, 4, and 9. The game length is 25 minutes long, and he's currently in Gold 2. How do you think you played? Overall, I played decent. I feel like I played against an Afro, and she got lane control very early on. Whoa, she got very early lane control because my jungler died before 2 minutes in lane. Which screwed me in lane, I think, at least. Okay, what specific game did you struggle with? The laning phase was especially rough, but every time I would taunt, no one would follow up in on it. No Kraken, no Hoyi ult, or anything from Arachne. What aspects of the team fight did you feel comfortable with? Team fighting felt pretty comfortable this match, but honestly, I don't really know. It was a rough game. Okay, well, let's have a look through, as you're already doing the buff. Let's see if we notice anything of interest. Now, your jungler dying early shouldn't really put you behind against an Afro, in fairness. It depends how long this Bastet sticks around, is whether or not it, as you called it, screwed you in lane. Because, honestly, Bastet Afro is a strong lane at the start, but Afro versus Athena in wave clear matchup, you actually out-wave clear her. So, pick up the blue. That's a good idea. We should be focused on clearing minions here. You played it a little bit too much like support right now, and I'm not sure why. Already you should have just been dropping this shield wall, but I guess you wait for the next minion wave to come in. There's the next minion wave. Shield wall. Use your reach. Thank you. So you get pushed in early. It's not really a surprise when it's Athena or Arachne up against a Bastet Afro. The sustains too much. Why don't we just 3 that then? We should have just shield walled it. Now, you can't actually blame your jungler for dying then, just to be clear. Okay? You cannot blame your jungler for dying. There's not a lot that jungler could have done differently than hide at the tower like he did. The only thing that could have been different, that you could have actually saved him, is if you would have shield walled on these minions, because these minions would all be dead. Henceforth, that dive wouldn't have been as easy for them to do because they would have been in tower range for the duration of it, and they probably would have died to the tower for the benefit of it. If you also had cleared those minions, you may be level 3 right about now. If you were level 3 right about now, you could taunt this Athena and turn it around. So you're definitely not screwed in lane right now. You're just playing too passive, that's better. Bit more aggression out of you. There's no way, shape or form this lane is screwed for you, okay? So don't go into this just because your hunter died, sorry, your jungler died in lane, that this lane is over. If we just check in with the experience right now between the two of them, you can see she's exactly, with the same minion, with less minions left alive than you right now, she's sat here where my mouse is, okay? So if I switch over to you, and I do it, you're actually up in experience on it. So there is no excuse for you ever to think that the jungler has messed up your lane by how the start went. Because they haven't. Because they haven't. Should actually be a little bit further ahead in experience than you by like 2 creeps. 2 creeps. Oh, actually, no. 1 creep because she split that one too. You overextend. And you die. And you're probably going to blame the jungler for that. If you die here, that's your fault. You took unnecessary poke. Where, because this bit here, I'll show you. After the death, minions go down, she rotates, minions die, and what's this about? Watch. There's nothing to do here. And you're kind of like walking forward, not doing anything, not poking, just walking forward. And then if Bastet comes from behind, until you take free poke, which you didn't need to take. So now you play safe in lane, you've got no health potions remaining right now, you're worried about going out there to farm the minions. I wouldn't be worried about too much about poke, you should be learning about Afro. She's only got Kiss, Back Off and Doves maximum at this level. As soon as she's used Doves, that means you could go aggressive and actually clear these minions out and not take too much poke. You're still both level 4 right now, you should both ding 5 off this wave. So she might ding 5 a second or two early, but her level 5 is not going to influence you surviving in this. Why are we just waiting? We wait for shield wall the back creeps, through our reach and hog. We could have reached the back ones and they would have all died here. Okay. So, wave's clear. You juke that. You don't juke the doves, though. You are not behind in this lane at all right now. You are completely, pretty much even. A little bit of gold denial, that's about it. We've got our ultimate available. There's a gank on Bastet going on. Is there anything else for us to do here? I mean, just keep an eye with this ultimate. If you're going to play Athena solo, you want to be looking all the time for potential kills. We could be going a lot more aggressive on this Athena, on this Aphrodite as well, if you really look at it. You should be looking to try and just do the full combo. Right, she's used back off. Look, she just used back off. Shield wall, taunt straight away on the front minions. You taunt her into these creeps, into the shield wall. She's going to take nice poke damage. At the same time, she auto-attacks you, which means she gets minion aggro as well. There's plenty of chance for aggression then as well. What was that ultimate child for? That was weird. That was weird. What are you doing? You're taking damage from creeps for no reason. That's unfortunate. You're going to eat your cuffs and doves. And they're going to have to go back to base. The only one that's screwed up this lane for you so far is yourself, more than anything. So back to base we go. And what we're going to purchase now. We've got 1200 gold in inventory, boots 2. Anything else? 1 health potion. 2 health potions, 1 mod. 2 health potions, 2 wards. Okay. Need to buy a little bit quicker. You're a little bit slow in the buy-in. And by being so slow in the buy-in, it means they pushed into tower and you lose a lot of tower damage there. And a couple of more creeps than you needed to. Keep it on the minimap. How he's ganking mid lane. Can you ult that? Can you ult that in mid lane right now? Could you ult this? You should be looking at this all the time. Like, I don't even know what's going on there. We can't see it on the map on this side where my mouse is. I'm not looking here. I'm actually looking at the minimap like you should be doing. And I'm like, oh, look at this. How he's rotating mid. Giannis is in mid lane. Arakni's here. Ymir's here. Could we potentially go in on this? Could we potentially go in on this? Could we still potentially go in on this? You've cleared the minion wave too now, so there's another option for going in. Cleared the wave. Poke's okay. Don't worry about eating the back off. It didn't do any damage. Notice how little damage that back off did. Go ward. That's good. Shield wall into taunt. Shield wall into taunt. Remember, your shield wall's your wave clear. So you've got nothing up right now. Have to be careful. The good news is you got a ward down, so you saw the Bastet rotation coming in. Clear the wave, blue buff's up, everything's nice and relaxed. Right, left side, look what's going on left side right now. Look what's going on left side right now. I'm not even looking at anything other than a mini-map. There's an engagement left, you're Athena. Why can't we can ult this maybe? I guess we're out of mana. Yeah, we're out of mana. Okay, forgiven. You seem a little bit all over the place, CVD. I don't know why you're all over the place right now. The ganking, Arachne. I guess we've got no mana to do anything. We've got no mana for shield wall yet either, so we're just going to auto-attack creeps down and take a lot of poke. Consider basing. Consider basing right now. You've not got much mana. I mean, I know you got blue buff ticking, but you don't have any sustain either. Athena solo is very good if you abuse it and go aggressive. At the moment, you've been very passive in this lane for the most part, and it looks like you're typing. Yeah, good old typing. Typing's cool. You're just letting her win trades on you over and over again because you're not actually aggressing on her. You're just looking to farm up. But you're not trying to fight. Oh, what's this all about? We saw a spot. We went for it. Now, the problem. Do you go Fury here? You have to do gold to make this worthwhile. You lose tower for this. You lose tower, I suspect, right now. Now, the opportunities I've been talking about with your ultimate, we're just going to swing back a little bit. And I'll show you exactly what I mean here. Is that right now there was an ultimate chance of this side. This was a little bit earlier on when I was talking about them invading the purple. There's an ultimate chance here to go over. Why? Because there's no way enemies around. Afro's not in lane. There's no minions left apart from these couple here. You could ult over here. Even after you clear the wave, you could have ulted over, but you are out of mana is the issue. The problem is that when you chose to use your ultimate in this, you weren't in a great position to be able to do any follow-up. You were low on mana. Also, Afro was in lane, and Afro sees you leave. What does Afro do when she sees you leave? Pushes tower, takes your tower. This is what happens in a minute. You'll see it. Because you poked quite low. Your mana's a little bit healthier, but your health is not. Then the invade happens. Then you ult, as there's a minion wave here. Afro literally sees you do this. And what happens over this side? Well, you lose one minion wave. And you're going to lose 2 minion waves because we're still not even back in lane yet. And we're also going to lose the tower. Now we're back. So the ultimate decision there was not a good one because you've got to think about the minion wave. If you're going to play Athena in the solo lane, you have to play her aggressively first of all, but you also have to keep an eye on the minimap at all times and when is the correct decision to rotate with my ultimate to get involved in these fights. Consider if it's going to be an issue next time to take teleport. Let's say you go for the Void Shield as your next item. Sorry, Void Stone, which is not a bad decision. Good ultimate in this time round though. Taunt's okay. Remember, shield wall taunt, shield wall taunt. Your taunt at the moment is only 1 second long, so by the time you've actually been hit by the taunt, they're only going to walk for 1 second, and most of the time it's not going to get in the shield wall. Shield wall taunt. Every time. What else are we going to do now? We're out of mana. There's not much else for us to do over here. Rotate back to lane. Our ultimate was kind of wasted. There was no real anything else to do. Now the lady phase so far is kind of been you just trying to farm and not fight, and you can't really do that as the Athena. You should be looking for more aggression. If you want to see some of the players that play Athena in the solo lane, check out Era. Whoa, pick up your buff! Pick up your buff! Pick up your buff! Pick up your buff! Oh, buff, I miss you. The poor buff. Good slow. That was a good preemptive strike to try and slow down Arizona out here. She doesn't know if you got torn up, so that's fine. Arachne's dead. More than likely. We're just randomly taunting. We're just randomly taunting. If you want to play more of this Athena in the solo lane, you need to play her in the Guardian role first and get used to what you need to do with her abilities. She's good in the solo lane, but you've got to abuse her in the solo lane to make her worthwhile. She's got a lot of damage in her kit because you're building for damage orientation, but you're landing taunts randomly. If you've still only got 1 point in it at the moment, having 1 point in your taunt means it doesn't last that long. And if it's a 25-minute game, you talked about your team not following up on your taunts. Well, your taunt's only a second long. It's not that long that the taunt's going to last for them to be able to follow it up. Still working on that voice dome. Could push the tower here a little bit. I'd like you to try and take down the tower here. You've got ultimate to get out if you get aggressed on. Hit the tower, hit the tower, hit the tower, hit the tower, hit the tower. Keep an eye on mid-fight, but keep hitting the tower. Position yourself here, right? Where I'm stood now, and just start hitting the tower. You start hitting the tower, you can keep an eye on the mini-map, you can see where people are, you can see what's going on here. Can I ult in and save someone? Can I ult in and do some damage? And turn the fight around? Or should I just take the tower? Well, at the moment Hoyi's dead, you're backing away. Why are we backing away? We saw 4 people in mid lane, you've still got ultimate. Why do we leave? Why do we leave? Why are we leaving? We should be taking that tower. There's no pressure on us, and if a pressure comes, you can ult out in time. Instead, you rotate to mid lane. And you might be able to find this. You might be able to find this. Oh, the taunt again. Shield wall taunt. Shield wall taunt. Shield wall taunt. Relax. Shield wall doesn't do that much damage if people just walk out of it. They can't walk out of it if you taunt afterwards, not before. So that rotation didn't actually get you anything other than an assist. The ultimate in there is pretty good. You get the goal for you and Hog 3 as well. Those harpies look weird. You guys okay? I'm having a mother's meeting over here. It's like, this guy's bullying someone. This one's like, yeah, brah, what's up? We'll kill you. Anyway, back to the action. Taunt's good there. The taunt was much better. That was fine to do that one, just to keep him in the CC chain for the damage from Arachne. Blue buff, we're going to get it this time. Or we're just going to drop it again. Let's go. Dropping down the blue buff. Gonna find the blue buff. Right, our ult's up. Can we take the tower now, please? Take the tower, take the tower, take the tower. Watch the map, watch the map. Good positioning, good positioning. That's exactly what I was talking about. Good dunk. You get a kill because of it. Once again, though, you go taunt into shield wall and not shield wall into taunt. You go taunt into shield wall and not shield wall into taunt. You need to do shield wall into taunt, or you're not going to get as much damage off. Got max taunt now as well, which is good news. Don't forget though, you are playing Athena, okay? And that is a lot of damage. You're going for magical solo lane Athena. Maxing this actually gives you 90% of your magical power on the dunk. And it scales pretty well in just terms of base damage that you're getting. It's 750 on a dunk at max rank, okay? You chose to prioritize the taunt over it, which is okay, I guess, but the damage on that is where it's really at. I mean, other than that, you've only got shield wall and, you know, your preemptive strike, and they're 50% scaling. This is 90% scaling. 90%. So you're rotating to mid camps. They're free. Free mid camps. We all like free mid camps. Oops, Daisy. Uh-oh. Did I just see you? What happened then? What happened then? What happened then? I missed it, so we'll have to watch it again. We are a little bit late on our taunts. Even if we're just going for straight taunts, your taunts are not always on target, and they're not always in the direction they need to be. That's causing you some pain too. Fighter? Oh, you can't fight because Afro's here. Rip. Might need to consider ulting out. Might need to consider ulting out. That Duke of the Unstable Vortex was lucky as anything, but the ult out is good. Turn this fight again now, let's go. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, not 2-3, 3-2, 2-3, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Every time I see the same issue in your solo lane play. It's a really weird game, this CVD, because you say to me in the analysis replay that you sent in, you stated that you don't think your team followed up with your taunts. Well, the problem is that the times I've seen you taunt, you've either A, missed them, B, it's not in a position for them to follow up with Krakens because they've been on cooldown, or D, they've not even been there to follow up on the taunt anyway. And you stated that you felt that they didn't follow up when you did taunt. I've not seen an opportunity for them to really do anything just yet. Shield wall taunt, for the love of God, CV. Really?
Your time will come.
Oops. Got sidetracked, we'll rewind a little bit and find out when you respawn. I didn't see you come back on the map then. When are we coming back on? It's gotta be soon. There we go. Boom. Straight in with the ultimate. Where we dunk it onto. Oh, that's unfortunate with that blink. Every time it's taunt before 3. We need to stop this. We need to stop the taunt before 3. We're gonna go for a ride. Shield wall first. Then taunt. Turn and taunt. You kill them all. You go poke off. With this one, CV, I'm going to stop it here because the laning phase you felt like it was your jungler. Through it, I felt it was more like you, honestly. If you look at it, watch it back, and you can see what I see. You're not clearing the wave very well. You're not going aggressive on Aphrodite. You just let it free farm for the most part in that lane. And then with your ultimates, it's kind of randomized when you ulted, when there was a full minion wave there and Aphro was in lane, instead of trying to ult across where there was an opportunity where there was no pressure in the lane. When you're engaging and using your skills, you have to get the skills down properly. 3 into 2. You can't drop your shield wall after you've used taunt. There's not going to be enough time for the full damage to go off. So going forward, what you need to do is work on those skills to make them better for yourself, to be more effective, and make things a lot easier on yourselves. Good luck going forward, CV. Hopefully, if you want to play more solo Athena, send me in a new replay when you get a little bit further down the line with this and practice it a little bit more. And I want to see some improvements on this, because you can definitely play this a little bit better than you showed me in this clip.